What's up, world? It's your boy with another episode of 50/50. To my right, I have my girl.
Hey, it's Mac.
And we also have a special guest. We have a flight attendant, which her name is
Tess.
All right. We are going to be asking Tess a few questions today about flight attending. You know, how is it about the friendly skies, what she likes about it, what she doesn't like about it, and things like that. So forth and so forth, you know. So first of all, do you like your job? Do you enjoy being a flight attendant?
Of course I like my job. You know, every day has some flights are really good, some are really bad for the most part.
Okay.
I love my job. I like being in different places. I feel like a regular 9 to 5 isn't for me, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you do get to travel, so you traveling
Of
and
course.
seeing different cities and stuff like that because y'all
Yes.
stay overnight, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And you like the hours. Sometimes they're longer, especially with the delays.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
always not very fun.
No,
Right,
but
yeah.
you have your good days with your bad days.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're living my dream job. I actually wanted to do that when, back
And
in
if
the
I,
days.
Yeah.
I would have did it if I had a thought about it before I joined the military. But
Right.
unfortunately, I went in the military. Not unfortunately, I'm very happy I did what I did. But I would have been a flight attendant.
Go Navy.
Yeah. So first question. You know, why do you guys load from the front to the back?
Yep, that's a good question, and a lot of passengers ask it when they come on because they get impatient when they have to wait.
Mm-hmm.
From my understanding, it's because of weight. So if you load the back first, the plane is going to kind of tilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think, in a perfect world, it would be really nice to load back to the front, but
Right.
don't think it's feasible
Because
Yeah.
it would stop the little jam up in the middle of the aisles and people looking for luggage space. And
Yes.
but I understand, yeah, somebody told me that, believe it or not, that they tried to do that one time and the plane actually tipped up. I mean, not all the way up, but they could tell that it was going up to the back and whatever. So also why do you think is people, when they put their luggage up and their bags up in the overhead bins, when I fly, I find it very irritating. I see purses, I see small
Jackets.
backpacks, jackets. Don't you think that's kind of, just kind of, what's
It's
Annoying.
inconsiderate.
it's inconsiderate?
Yes.
Yes,
Considerate.
Yes.
It is very inconsiderate. Yes. Also,
you suggest?
isn't it kind of hard on you guys because sometimes now you got to look for luggage space?
Yes, exactly. And the thing that's really frustrating is even the gate agents up front, before you even get on the plane, they'll make an announcement saying this is a very full flight.
Right.
Please stow your smaller bags under the seats.
On
We
the
have enough
seats,
room.
yes.
It's super frustrating as flight attendants watching people just, put the smaller bags up
They're
when all these
entitled.
people have.
They're entitled.
They're very
I think
entitled.
They
Yeah.
pay for their seats. They are allowed to put their bags where they want them, but like you said, it's very inconsiderate because you have people with actually small little suitcases that need that space.
Yes.
And
exactly.
I think they should be able to, they should have, I know you guys can't make them put the bags under the seat,
Right.
but they should,
Yeah, and it all comes down to people just do what they want to do. They don't think of anyone else, and they're just like, I don't want this bag by my feet, so I'm not gonna.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Adhere to what
Right.
the gate agent is saying, and they just do what they want to do. That's true.
Yeah.
So what is the one thing that you wish passengers knew to do or wish they would automatically do it?
I wish that people would actually, at certain parts of the flight, like understand that they can't get up. Like they need to stay in their seats for their safety, especially when we're right about to take off, right about to land. And, I get things happen, but in those moments, people want to stand up and they're like, I have to go to the bathroom. And it's like,
Security is not very convenient, and they
Yes.
should stay in their seats. I wish a lot of people would use the
but
bathroom.
if they have a bladder problem, sometimes it depends on how the people sit or when they sit down, their bladder might just, it gets full. You know, it's one of those things. I've done that
Then
before.
you need to wear a thing so you can pee in it. On a flight,
You
if
talking
you
about
have
the pen?
issues, yeah. Just,
Oh my
you know,
goodness! No,
I think
no,
so.
no. People are not
Yeah.
like that. So, no. Another question is, you want to answer something?
No, keep going. You do it. I'm just, yeah.
Well, you gotta join in. Well, how often do you come across a butthole?
95% of the time, it's probably every flight. There is one
Really,
person
that often?
that is just that person. It's probably more rare to have a flight where every single person is super pleasant and doesn't give you some type of problem.
So it happens often more than
Yeah.
not. I mean, that you find one person that just always makes the flight.
Yes.
So I'm like, God, I wish you could have got on another flight.
Yeah,
Really?
exactly. And it's kind of a joke between the flight attendants because especially for the one that's up front, like greeting the people as they come in,
Mhm.
you can almost tell which, they're all coming on and you're like, you're gonna be a
You're
problem.
gonna be
You
a
can
problem.
almost
Yeah, you could
tell.
tell. I
Yeah.
wish people
Wow.
could be kind.
Yes.
I just wish they could be kind and humble. The flight's not that long,
Mhm.
So
2
what are-
hours, 3 hour, 4
What
hours.
are they? What do they usually complain about most of the time? I mean, I know everyone is different, but what is mostly their complaint?
They complain about. I can't even pick one thing. You know those people that just you feel like they wake up and they're like, I'm just gonna
I'm
complain
gonna make-
about
Complain
everything
about this.
today.
I'm miserable. I'm gonna make
Yes.
somebody else miserable.
And I
Yes.
wish the thing that I wish people knew is that a lot of the times when there's a delay or there's a problem, I mean, us as flight attendants in the back, we're in the same boat. We
Mhm.
don't want to be delayed.
Right.
We
right,
want to go
right.
home or we want to get to where we're going.
I got you.
Because
so-
you're only
Yeah.
getting really paid if you're flying.
Yeah.
Correct, right?
I just wish it's almost like they act like we're doing it on purpose to them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
So what is the most exciting part of being a flight attendant?
The most exciting part is that even though sometimes you're doing the same routes, every flight you have is going to be different. I mean, you're having different passengers. Every single flight you have is a different experience.
Mhm.
And, obviously the main part
Coming
being
across
able to-
people.
yeah.
yeah.
coming across, but
Yeah.
obviously the main part, being able to go to different places.
Different
Yeah.
cities and
Mhm.
places. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about something like she was saying that you have rude people on there all the time. Me myself, I know she can't answer this question of something that they might do, but I can answer it to say, I would crop dust them.
To get back at them.
I would crop dust. I would
Yeah.
walk by and if you
Just
know what
a
crop
subtle
dusting
way
is,
to
it's
get back.
that's just me. That's just me. She can't, of course. 'Cause,
Yeah.
But me, crop dusting. Crop dusting.
What city is there? There is a city you would throw out there where where you think their most buttholes are.
Yeah, I know for me.
New Yorkers?
And other flight attendants too have said LA is a big one.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
a lot of entitled
Entitled
people, I can
people.
see
that.
They want
Um,
to act all with their
yeah.
nose up in the air.
Usually,
Okay.
usually a Sunday coming back from Las Vegas.
Mhm.
Sometimes people are not happy because
Okay.
they've either
Lost.
lost their money
Yeah.
or something.
All right.
Yeah,
Would you recommend this to other people?
I would.
shop.
I definitely would. I will say it's not for everybody.
Okay.
You have to be able to work weird hours. You have to be
Good.
okay with not really having a sleep schedule.
All right. All right.
but
All right. Any juicy stories you can give us?
oh man, I have so many that I feel like I can't even pick one.
Oh
We
my
won't put you on the spot there, but
And
we would like to know is that do you think flight attendants hit on the pilots or do the pilots hit on the flight attendants?
Do you think pilots are trying to bag a flight attendant, or do you think the flight attendants are trying to bag?
You know what?
That's a funny
I'm gonna say
Oh.
flight attendants. We don't make as much money as you think we do, so I
Okay.
think it's more so flight attendants trying to
Trying to
bag
bag
pilots.
pilots.
Yeah. Ooh,
All right. Well, listen up. We
okay.
appreciate you being on the show,
Okay.
and we're gonna wrap this up and give it up to Tess. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
coming on.
having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.